Right click on the lab folder and click new file. Okay, so we're actually creating stuff. Right, so new file. Click main.tf. Right, we're going to give it this source block. This configuration will create an elastic container registry.
But there were years with close to no profit and some were in the hole a little. But that was like 1 or 2 years in the past 20 plus years in total since these funds were established.
Yeah, I think the last 2 years have been really good. I think mine's averaged about 20%. But yeah, like I said, the other years it's done jack shit. So this will create the elastic container registry. Notice that there is a null resource block with a provisioner block. So this is an empty resource that will run a series of commands on the local endpoint running Terraform. When the code is executed in the main.tf file, it will create an ECR resource. It will then perform the commands stated in the provisioner block to automatically upload a Docker image into the container registry. Docker and CLI, AWS CLI has been installed. Otherwise this wouldn't work. This is one of the reasons that provisioner blocks are not a good idea. Okay. Because they rely on dependencies on the machine running it. So the reference to the ECR repository URL creates an implicit dependency inside the provisioner block. This is telling Terraform to create the null resource block and run the run provisioner block after ECR has been created. Save the main.tf file by clicking the file in the upper left and save. Open a terminal. And we're going to run cd Terraform lab. Terraform init. Then we run Terraform apply. So it's going to walk the graph, and then I'm going to say yes. So we'll see. So it's going to create the ECR repository. And the provisioner blocks are executed, pushing the hello world image into the repository. So we should see that. There we go. So now if we add the provisioner block to AWS ECR repository in the main resource, local exec when equals destroy, run the command Docker pull. So Alright, so this provisioner block also has the when equals destroy attribute. This tells Terraform to only run this when it is being destroyed. Also, the self-repository URL is being interpolated within the provisioner block to reference the URL of the created ECR resource. Running Terraform destroy will execute the command inside the block, and it will pull the latest image from the repository and save it as a tar file before deleting the ECR resource. The main TF should now look like this. So, yeah. Save the TF file and run Terraform destroy. If I spell it right now. And what have I messed up? Doesn't like ECR. Oh, that should be curly. So it's going to destroy the ECR, it's going to destroy the null resource. Cool. So 2 resources were destroyed. If we do an ls, we can see the cattest.tar there now. So keep in mind that provisioners are extremely useful for adding additional tasks and deploying and destroying resources. However, provisioners should be a last resource because it adds complexity to the code and it makes it brittle. It's best to seek alternative solutions before using provisioners. It would be best to use a CI/CD tool like Azure DevOps or Jenkins to perform the task and let Terraform code handle the infrastructure. Alright, so then we've got a check to see if it had created and destroyed the provisioner. Yep, cool, that's validated.